It's Tehatchee time. Maya Acosta here with Sarah E. Diaz, who is our recreation manager for the Tehatchee Valley Park and Rec District. Sarah E., how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. And we are talking all things, obviously, TVRPD, but we have a very exciting event on the horizon, the Turkey Trot.
Very excited for that one.
Oh, yes. I am looking forward to it. I know we've been talking about it for a little while now, but it's been a little bit since we've had you on the podcast. Tell us a little bit what you guys have been up to recently. I know, as you were saying, things have kind of died down a bit since the July Parks and Rec month. That was July, right?
Yes.
Yes. But that doesn't mean that things are not still chugging along and keeping our community active and engaged. So what's been happening lately?
Yes, I think last time we talked, we were talking Brews on the Mountain. So that happened. Everyone seemed to really enjoy that time. It was the last day of summer. So just a really good way to end the summer season. The bands were great. The breweries were fantastic. Shout out to Kern River and Bravery. Those were my favorite. Maya, you went too. How was it for you?
I would agree. I was very excited to see Kern River Brewing there. They're always, I always have to make a pit stop there anytime I go up to the KRV. So it was great to try some of their brews. They had some interesting flavors that were very tasty. But of course, it was also wonderful to see all of our local breweries out there as well. LCB, West Lane, they're giving out their delicious drinks as well. And it was fun. Yeah, the music, the lawn games, it was fun to watch people dancing. It was a good time.
Yeah, it was Bravery's couple. I don't remember their names, but they were out there dancing practically the whole time. So it was really fun to see that. And then immediately right after, we had the bike rodeo with you guys and Chief Stanridge and the Highway Patrol. And that was really fun too. California Hot Dog was there giving out food. He was testing out the potato wedges and hush puppies. And my gosh, those are great after like a long day and then having to work that. Those are fantastic.
Oh, yes.
I think Chief said he gave about 35 to 40 helmets that day. So for being the first bike rodeo here, we think that was very phenomenal. Really, the way I look at it is anytime the community comes to one of our events and people are having fun, I think of it as a success. And even one of our police officers brought out his skateboard. Luckily, he had a helmet. There was a rock that he hit. He fell off of it. So ironically, just a way to show how important it is to have a helmet there. So that was a fun little evening and just keep going at it. Golden Hills had their Halloween event. Totally just everything went so fast.
Yeah.
Because we were planning that way back in like May, June. Golden Hills had maybe 3,000 participants.
My goodness.
I'm thinking there was a lot more than that, but just that was super fun to have it at Meadowbrook and then ending it with Hocus Pocus. That was just, we could not have had a better success that day. And we're here now. November skill evaluations are next week already for basketball. And we have the Turkey Trot also happening next week. So it's busy again.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so for folks who don't know what the Turkey Trot is, what is it and why is it so fun and unique here in Tehatchee?
Yeah. So for me, it's fun and unique because I actually started at TVRPD last year and Turkey Trot was my first big event that I attended. So it was like 6 days into my work and there we go, Turkey Trot. But it's so fun and unique because we take out the 5K out to Bright Lake. And if you guys haven't been there in like the fall and the winter, it's gorgeous out there. The lake is glistening. It's super duper nice and shiny. And then just the mountains and all the fall colors that you can see out throughout the whole place is really nice. And so just imagine going in, we have a bunch of, I believe they're red maple trees the moment we walk in or drive into Bright Lake. So you get already greeted by those nice fall colors and then you go into the Turkey Trot. We're making it very, very nice and unique this year because we're encouraging people to dress up to participate and win a turkey for Thanksgiving. And then we all know turkeys can get pretty expensive. So if you already have a costume or can make something fun up for that event, you get a chance to win a free turkey. So you run the whole course. Literally the course is hugging the whole lake and that's the 5K. And when you end, you get a mug with our logo, with the Turkey Trot logo, and then our sponsor, Alta One, and get some hot chocolate right after. So warm up a little bit more after running the 5K. So you can run it, you can walk it, you can bring your dogs, you can bring babies in strollers, anything like that. It's not timed at all. So it's literally just to have some fun and kind of end the year with one more 5K.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is a really great chance for folks that maybe are not, your skilled runner per se, but they want to try, push their limits, see what they're capable of. As you're saying, it's not timed, so you can just go out, walk it, run it at your own pace. There's no real restrictions on how quickly you need to get it done. But can you talk a little bit more about the prizes, our turkeys? Yeah. How do people earn those? There's different ways that people will get them, right?
Yeah. So think about it this way too. Thanksgiving's just a few days after the turkey trot. So I'm sure family's going to be coming in Friday, Saturday. So it'd be a good way to challenge your family.
Yeah, there you go.
But dress up their best. See who can run it faster. If you just want to catch up on life, you can walk it and whatnot. So these prizes, first of all, you do get a medal at the end, and they should be coming in this week. So stay tuned on our social media to take a look at those. But the prizes are all turkeys. And we personally go out and pick the turkeys. We're not going to pick out the smallest one.
Sure.
We get a good, decent size for your family kind of deal. So it's the top 3 male and female runners for the whole course. We do have a timer out there, so we kind of still do time it. There are very competitive people out there.
Yeah.
And then the top 3 best dressed of the whole course kind of deal. And Alta One will be choosing the best 3 and giving out a good sized turkey for that as well. So literally dress up as whatever you'd like kind of deal. I already know some people in their costumes, and I'm very excited to see what's going on.
Okay, so this can be costumes of all sort. If you had a really great Halloween costume and you want to bust it back out for one more, time to shine, this is your chance to do so, it sounds like.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you want to bring your beloved T-Rex kind of costume, I definitely encourage it. If you want to bring a turkey blow up costume, there's really no restrictions. It's just best dressed. It's also phenomenal to see if you can run the whole course in that. I know personally, I dressed up as a video game character, and my costume actually started falling apart.
Oh no.
So I'm thinking how do these people do it in the TV show and in video games and all this stuff? So it's just interesting to put yourself as that character and make that costume work for you.
Yeah, so maybe you need to dress up as somebody super fast, like the Flash or something. That'll help you run faster.
Yes.
So great. It's a really fun, more casual approach to the 5K. What is there an age limit on who can run?
No age limit. Okay. Anyone and everyone is welcome to come run it. It's really to come experience Bright Lake, test out your 5K capabilities. If you've been training all year, if you want to start training, this is a really good start to seeing what you need, what can be done, tracking your time, anything you want. This is a really good place to do it.
And is this a good chance too for, friends and family of the runners to come and watch that there at Bright Lake? You're not only in this, beautiful area, but you're going to watch, cheer your folks on.
Yeah. If you have family members who don't want to run, we actually start the race right next, at the first parking lot of Bright Lake. So right behind that is a playground. So the families can let their kids run and whatnot. And then we announce hey, the first runner's coming or whatever. So the families get ready. Some people have signs. Last year, our district managers' kids were handing out the medals. So it's a very family fun, family oriented run to do.
Yeah. And with those folks, is the typical admission or fees to get into Bright Lake, will that still be active that day or?
No. Okay. So the only change is the ticket itself for the turkey trot. So right now the ticket price is $35 to participate in, and the parking is waived. And then day of, because it is day of, we are increasing it to $40. It's only a $5 difference for day of. But still, same thing, parking will be waived, but just the admission is a little bit more.
Okay, gotcha. And people can register ahead of time, though, as well as day of. Where can they do so?
Yeah, so we always give the 3 options. It always works best. There's people who work long hours or just don't want to come in just yet. So you can do it at TVRPD.org. You'll see our fabulous turkey picture on there. You can give us a call, 661-822-3228, and we can assist you over the phone, or you can come into our office at 490 West D Street, right behind West Park.
Awesome. Okay. I am looking forward to it. I hope to see some really fun costumes out there this year.
Me too. Very excited.
Oh, yes.
And some good hot chocolate.
Oh, always, of course. So in addition to all of the fun things happening with our turkey trot, you were saying that you guys are also busy with youth basketball.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about what's going on now. What are some of the deadlines? What do people need to know?
Yeah, so sign up immediately because registrations do end November 14th. So that is this Thursday.
Yes.
So there's a lot of people signing up. I think I checked what yesterday's registrations were, and we're maybe like 20, 30 registrations just yesterday. So it will pick up this week, and there will be a wait list here very, very soon. So the best thing is to register now, and especially if you're going to be a coach, register now because there are very important details that follow on with that. And then skill evaluations are next week. So definitely register now so you can be part of the skill evaluation next week, which is just testing out the kids' skills. Any kid can join. The skill evaluation is really for the coaches to choose out their teams. So it's really fun to see because the coaches are out there with their clipboard and they look all professional writing and like, okay, this kid has a rating of such and such for shooting. This kid did really good in dribbling, so I want this kid. And then after this whole skill evaluation happens, we go into the draft room and all the coaches get to choose out their team color jerseys, all their teams, and just going over more information, all of that. So it's busy, but in the end, it's really fun. You get to see all these kids have fun playing basketball, and then just kind of seeing like the progression. So the coaches that I met last year, meeting them again and seeing how like what they've changed, any kind of just fun stuff, and then just knowing more about basketball. And then right after that, practices start the first week of December. So you'll have like a full month of practice before the games start, and then we see who makes it to playoffs.
Yeah.
Everyone does make it to playoffs, but just that is a very competitive week. My gosh, me being the recreation manager, I just stand by, just hey, congrats, good job, kind of deal. But the intenseness of those games, I'm like, oh, are they gonna make it? They're gonna make it. So it's really fun to see, and just it really gets your blood pumping, your heart racing,
absolutely,
with all of that. Yeah.
Now, how many teams are there in the youth basketball league?
It just depends with grades. It typically like 7th, 8th graders, it lessens a little bit. There is like the high school divisions too, but we do encourage the high schoolers to apply or to register as well. We do want to increase that division, but right now, like our first, second division is maybe 8, 10 teams, somewhere around there. It'll change with this week with new registrations, but typically kinder and first and second graders are our biggest divisions, followed along with third, fourth grade boys teams.
Yeah.
So it just depends with grades and divisions. I think the smallest one is about 4 teams, and the biggest one we've had is 10 teams, I believe.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
So it's a lot of kids that are involved in this program.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a great way to get them exposed to TVRPD and all of the things that you guys do as well.
Yeah, and we do have one of our staff members who played youth basketball in TVRPD when she was a kid. So to see those pictures, and then her dad sends us a picture when he was in basketball. I'm like, oh my God, this is so cool to see just the progression of how youth basketball was and how small the teams were and just the different jerseys that everyone wore. So it's nice when you think back that you yourself were in this division and then you put your kids in this division. So it's just, it all comes together.
Yeah, absolutely. Very cool way to get kids involved in, meeting other kids their age in the community, because this isn't just, school specific as kids that would be interested in playing basketball or other sports. It's all across the greater Tehachapi area, right?
Yes. So it brings a lot of people together. We do get people from Bear Valley and Stallion Springs as well. Homeschool programs are increasing here in Tehachapi. So it's a good way for your kids to get to know other kids and to be also in sports, because with homeschool programs, PE can vary kind of deal. So this is a really great way to get out there and get exposed to new sports. So youth basketball just teaches so much more than dribbling a ball and shooting it. There's so much.
Yeah, absolutely. So very good stuff. Remind us again the deadline to apply and how people can do so.
Yeah, so deadline is 5:30 p.m. November 14th. After that, it will just be on a wait list. Then to register, same deal as Turkey Trot, TVRPD.org, giving us a call, 661-822-3228, or coming into our office, 490 West D Street behind West Park.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah. Exciting stuff to keep people busy and active this start of winter. Another thing that we are looking forward to this winter is Hometown Christmas. And we are very excited here at the city to have TVRPD as one of our participants in this event. So you guys have a new fun activity for really people of all ages.
Yes.
What is it? What can people expect?
Yeah. So it is funny enough, I see Key looking at a Grinch costume. So perfect timing. We kicked it off at Golden Hills. Mm-hmm. It's a big blow up basketball shooting game.
Okay.
So we have the basketballs, and I think it's like 3 per side, and you get to score as many basketballs as you want, kind of deal. It's best to see it in this situation.
Sure.
I believe we have it posted on our social media, but it is kind of mixed in with all the costumes. But we'll definitely be showcasing here soon all of our games that we'll be having in the fun zone, along with the basketball and showing off how it works and whatnot. So it's going to be super fun.
Okay, cool. And so for the people listening, if you are not aware, Hometown Christmas is coming up really quick. That'll be a Saturday, yes, December 7th from 1 to 5 p.m. And as SRE was saying, we're going to have a dedicated kids zone area where we'll have lots of games from different organizations and activities for the kids. Of course, all of Hometown Christmas is really geared towards these free activities, events, games for kids of all ages to get in the Christmas spirit, and also just have a fun, free family day of all sorts of fun activities with the community. What are some of the other games that you guys are planning on?
Yeah, so what we had found is we're kind of doing a mix on cornhole. Okay. And we're actually doing like a cornhole edition of Decorate the Christmas Tree. Oh. So kids will be able to kind of throw like little ornament shaped the beanbags, and they get to throw it onto the tree to decorate. And I think we'll have like quite a few varieties kind of deal, but I think it'll be fun with that. And then we'll also have Pin the Nose on the Reindeer.
Nice.
So just quick, fun, easy games that everyone can play. And then we're doing, if our TOTS director lets us use it, snowman bowling.
Oh.
So it's all Christmas themed and just super fun stuff that the kids can let out all their energy on.
Yay. Well, I'm looking forward to it. We are fine tuning the Hometown Christmas event, and we are really excited to see how it all goes. I think it's going to be a really great event for, as I was saying, families, kids of all ages, and the kid and the adults. You know, everybody has that kid in you, so come out and enjoy all of the fun festive activities that we will have that day. We really appreciate TVRPD and your guys' involvement in this event.
And we're all excited in there. We're doing a booth too. So we actually already bought all the stuff for a booth. We're just getting ahead of the game kind of deal, getting ready.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So we will have lots to do thanks to the help of TVRPD.
Yes. And by the way, the elf pop-ups, they're fantastic to see in real life. A little scary when you don't notice them.
Yes.
But definitely, I saw that post for the Reindeer Rush, so be on the lookout for that one too.
Yes, absolutely. If there's any businesses listening right now, please get in touch with us for the Reindeer Rush program.
Yes.
Sorry, again, one more time for people, what's the best way to find out more about all of this information?
Yeah, the best way is on our social media, TVRPD on Facebook, and then on Instagram, TEH_park_rec. That's how we keep up to date. And then if you want to see everything kind of deal, on TVRPD.org, or just simply give us a call, 661-822-3228 to get more information with a live agent.
Fantastic. We love talking to a real person these days.
Exactly. Yes.
Sorry, is there anything else that we missed that we need to touch on?
Oh man, there's so much coming on, but definitely just join us at our booth, Hometown Christmas. Key gave me permission. I will be reading a Christmas story time.
Oh, yes.
I don't know the story just yet, but the TOTS director gave me some books to check out. So I have 5 chosen. I'm just going to condense it and see who the winner is. So look out for that one too.
Yes, we're excited to hear a Christmas story retelling by Sarah E.
Yes, there will be different voices. That's the only reason I'm reading this is to test out my voice acting.
Okay, very cool. I like it.
Yeah.
We are excited to see how it all goes.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, other than that, just stay tuned. Play some basketball. We do have open gym. If you yourself want to play basketball, anyone over 16 years old can go to our open gym on Sundays.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Sorry, E, thank you for coming in and telling us all about the winter and fall fun that we have ahead of us.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. If anybody is listening and you have some sort of question or comment, be sure to email us, media@tehachapicityhall.com, and we can get that to Sarah E. or to whoever it needs to be addressed to. And as always, thanks so much for joining us and listening in, and we'll catch you back here next time on Tehachapod.